Coach, thanks very much. Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards. Told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Say hi! 180! Hey, let's calm down. Hey, 50.
A first down throw for Cousins. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted.
Check it back.
Darius Slay with a pick. And the return will stop right around the 25. I'm not sure exactly what they had planned for play number 1 from scrimmage, but I can guarantee it wasn't that interception.
No doubt about that one, because in their daydream, this was going to be a dream play to get things started. Instead, it turned into a nightmare for them.
Ready! 18 Gator. Come off the ball, hard. Double tight. Alert. 3 now, 3. Who dropped Horford? He's checking. Hit it. Crash.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon.
I'm here all day.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
That's trash.
Operating from the gun. Skinner. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Trent Sherfield. His first touchdown on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
Makes the score Lions 7, Vikings 0. Michael Badgley set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go!
Return. The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
A little bit of humor. Gotta laugh that one off and not just, oh, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13.
Kill. 22-jet bomber. Kill, turn up. Shift. Check nickel.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Target, 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 target. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist.
On play action, Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Hey, we're good, we're good. So we got man. What's that? 51's the mic, boys, 51. We own them. We own them.
1st down, here's Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down.
That's another Vikings 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
A couple of 1st downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10.
24 is the mic.
Working out of the gun. Cousins nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that. Give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
To try again after the sack. Cousins. He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give them 32 on the play.
Tight down. There you go. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Mike's 4.
From the gun, here's Cousins.
He's serious right here. We got to step it up.
It's complete to Diggs. 25 yards that time. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Watch the whip.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And now it's 2nd down.
What 58 to Mike. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense.
Cook. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Check. Check. 42. Leave it. Bring up 48. Come on, boy. You better be
3rd and long for Cousins.
Under 10.
In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And no doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy, He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. I don't think that's what the defensive coordinator had in mind there. You got him pinned back inside the 5, and then you let him rip off that long run.
You're already anticipating the film session, aren't you?
There's going to be some anger.
Yeah, there's not going to be at the greatest hits, is it? Because they didn't hit anyone on that play. Supposed to have them pinned back deep. Instead, they leave a big crack, a gaping hole, and guess what? They're in bad position right now.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
And 2 at the 36-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Here's Johnson. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Come on now.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
First down.
Here we go. 10-2 saw. X3. 218 chopper. Shoot.
They'll run on first down. Carney, and he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard.
You don't want none.
They'll run into Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. 4 down, 4 down. Check. 4 down, 4 down.
On 3rd and 2, Skinner. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
We got this.
Carried by the wide receiver.
Set ready. 60 out.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now. Johnson on poke free, football's out. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
You got nothing today. You got nothing. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Check 382, last 50.
Cousins now after the fumble recovery. Going deep for Diggs. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And his guys are going to take over at their own 38-yard line.
At their own 48-yard line.
Ready?
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll make it second down.
At the 50-yard line.
Ready. 52. Watch 52. 52's the mic. Here we go. Check 50. Check 50. Six. Pull it high. Hit it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing deep for Galladay. That's caught inside the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. The first down carry here for Johnson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now! 57's the mic.
On second down, Johnson.
Let's go, defense.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Protein spill. The mic. 57 the mic. Let's go one more. Hey, alert 3. Ready.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Hey, watch the ship. General West. Hey, Haywood.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
61, matchbox lights. Hey, Foxtrot. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Hey, tight.
2nd and 4. Galladay's got it, and the Lions have a touchdown.
Good job, offense. Good job.
Kenny Galladay, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter, out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that zero off the board.
Mike 42. Let's put him on the bus.
A second down throw for Cousins. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining.
Let's get it.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender is making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Here we go. 52 is the Mike right here, over there, right?
Off the play fake. Skinner, he's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, Charlie. 57's the Mike. 57's the Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, check Mike 57.
To throw again. Skinner. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
48. Watch the slant.
Here's Cousins. This one caught by Isabella. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Get the ball right here. Let's go. 42. 42's the Mike. Now watch run. 42's the Mike. Move. 42's the Mike.
Now Cousins. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Andy Isabella. 81 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played.
Let's go!
At their own 30-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
I got you.
Throwing again. Skinner. And he comes back with one complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. This quarterback now 7 and 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
Hey, high 7. 7's the mic. Watch 57. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Mike's 57. 57's Mike. Oh, you got D? Hey, Echo. 57's the mic. 57. Echo.
From the gun, Skinner. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Mike 22. Hey, let's get some penetration.
Looking to throw. Skinner. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Go. Mike 22. Ricky. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Hey, watch it. Watch the slam.
Operating from the gun. Skinner. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away.
Formation for the Lions.
And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This is going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then they'll go off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So not quite out of danger just yet. Still backed up a bit, but only need a few inches here on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a 1st down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
43. Here we go, D. Here I come. What's that?
Final play of the half, Cousins. That ball complete to Isabella. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. So we've reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Let's make these babies crawl.
Throwing to start the drive. Skinner. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
A boost here to start the drive after the penalty. It's 1st and 5. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Not today, you won't. Not today.
Ready. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stay home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
Ready up. Check Mike 57. Mike 57. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. 57's a Mike. 57's a Mike. Let's go, Ty. Go. Right here now. 57's a Mike. Mike. Hey, Delta. Coming for you. Get out.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Skinner. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Here we go. Here we go. Shoot.
From the gun, Skinner. Going to throw right side here, complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 38-yard line.
It's a gain of 23 yards. 1st down, Detroit.
Got it.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 38.
3 down. Check 3. Blue draw Corkers. Mike 52. Get it.
He'll give it here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Set. 70. Indy. 22 jet bomber. Mike 22. Five. Mike. Here we go. Mike 22. Let's go.
To throw on 2nd down. Skinner. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on third down.
22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Yeah, let's get a sack lunch. 5.
Operating from the gun. Skinner going down the middle, and it's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 24-yard line.
Switch.
On first down, it's Johnson, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
He wasn't ready.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Watch the screen. Switch.
Now, looking to throw on second down. Skinner, screen play, Johnson. And some room to roam now. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Let's go touchdowns, baby.
Carry on Johnson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now on 2nd and 13, Cousins. And he finds a man on a crossing route. Got some room at the 30. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up the third down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, you don't want to see X3, 218, chopper. Tighten up. Watch that. Showing A. Gun. Switch it. Come on, switch it. My fifth. Gun.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down. Here's Matt Weil now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Lions will take over.
On the ready.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
Go. 30 base.
And the Lions first down.
Hey, watch this.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. 60 or 80 weapon. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 47-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, Skinner. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards to pick up there. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Ready.
Operating from the gun, Skinner. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line.
It's easy work, and it's coming again.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
You think you gonna get this? Watch the safety creep. Blitz, blitz, blitz.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and now it's 3rd down.
Let's go. 180. I'm trying to collect. 2. Switch.
Cousins now. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. To throw, Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Here we go. Oh, 49. Hey, flipper. Check 49.
Cousins on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Off the play fake, Cousins. And Diggs has it. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Cousins to throw it. He's got his man on the crossing route. And it's going to be another 1st down as they get him to the ground at the Lions 33. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agree. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. On the ground, it's Cook. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
2nd and 3 at the Lions 26-yard line.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings. Following a good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Yeah, another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to. And right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play. I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable, but the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On the double. 2 by 22. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Go. Play. Look at me. Zipper. Mike. All day, baby. All day. Yes. All day, punk. Get it.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Here's Sam Martin now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Trey Flowers in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Your side. Hey, take your side, back.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down in the end zone. Cousins taken down for the safety. What a gut punch. That should be the nail in the coffin with those 2 points, making this a 2-score game now with time, Charles, clearly not on their side.
Yeah, they have to give the football away as well. Had a chance. Yeah, it was a small chance to get down the field. But guess what? This one's now just about over.
Come on now, let's go.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days,